boot fans, welcome on in. I got 6 boots here in front of me. They've all got something in common, and that is they are lightweight speed boots. I figured now would be an ideal time to compare the current market, what's available, and give you a rundown of each of the top speed boots on the market. These are the 6 I've selected. I got the Nike Vapor 10, you got the Morelia Neo from Mizuno, got the evoSPEED 1.3 which was just released. We got the adiZero F50, I used the battle pack version to check out right now. Diadora DD-NA just released, and the Superheat, which has been on the market for a while, but it's Warrior's speed boot release. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what each of these boots has to offer, and then at the end I'm going to give you kind of like which boot is best for, and then we'll fill in the gap with that specific boot. So let's kick it off right now. I figured the best way to do it is by actual weight, and we'll start with the lightest, which is the adiZero F50. Features this dribble type upper. Now note that I'm going to be running through these pretty quick, so but I will leave an annotation to each of the boots on screen if you want to check out a video unboxing of each of them, if it's available, that is. On the back you've got this speed foil, adds a lighter feel to the boot. Good heel counter. Flip it over to the sole plate. You got the speed traction sole plate. It's so heavily used by Adidas that players love to use. Next up is the Vapor 10, which you got over here on the right, and this weighs in at 6.4 ounces. I don't know if I noted this, but the adiZero is 6 ounces. So 6.4. Next up is the Vapor 10. Has this microfiber upper, has a texture on it that I really enjoyed through testing. It's a very soft boot. Got this tongueless design with this unusual lacing system. Flip them over real fast, and Nike has modified the blade configuration. We had that 2-heel blade design. It's gone to a 4 with the Vapor 10. Next up on the list, third up, is the Diadora DD-NA 2, which is 6.5 ounces, just slightly heavier than the Vapor 10. Features this Superheat Pro 3L upper, nice and soft, very durable. It's got this touch control component that's added across the front of the boot. Good heel counter. Flip them over, you get that mixed conical and diamond blade design, and then the net breathing system that releases some heat, and it's very useful on a speed boot. Next one up, would you believe it, is the Morelia Neo. The only leather boot we've got here is the K-leather upper. Super soft, fantastic boot, now available in the US. Yeah, you can get these boots on soccer.com right now. They've just been added, which is pretty awesome. They got this suede inner lining, which is also nice. Gives a nice, comfortable fit. Flip them over, and they've got this awesome conical stud configuration, low profile. It makes them ideal for AG and FG surfaces. Next is the evoSPEED 1.3, one of the latest boots released on the market. It's got this microfiber upper, has its design on it, but it doesn't add any performance characteristics. What it does have on this side though is this big Puma hit that has some texture to it. Got the external EverFit cage, runs along the outside of the boot, as you can see right here on both sides. And then flip them over, you get that speed track system, and then this conical stud configuration. The profile is a little bit higher than we saw on that Mizuno. And then the final one up is the Superheat. And as is pretty typical with Warrior, they have made these extremely tech heavy. They weigh in at 8 ounces, so it's the highest weighing boot in our speed category. The upper is 3 layers. You got this mesh on the back. See this mesh that runs through the back? That's the base layer. And then across the forefoot you got this Neo web that adds some touch and control aspects to the boot. Flip them over, they got that weird blade design, 14 blades, very unusual. Alright, so there you have it. These are the 6 boots. What we're going to do right now, I thought this might be a little bit interesting, is I'm going to kind of pick a category and I'm going to tell you which boot I would choose for that category. For example, if it's K-leather, well, we've only got one K-leather, so the Morelia Neo wins that category. Next up, lightweight touch goes to the Vapor X, my favorite boot on the ball out of these 6 boots. Acceleration goes to the evoSPEED. That sole plate with that the speed track. Add some extra bounce as you're moving. Next one, multi-surface, and again we go back to the Morelia Neo, perfect for AG and FG surfaces. Technology, adiZero F50. Because of that speed traction that's heavily used in the speed file on the back of the boot, as well as that Neo web in the upper that's nice for touch and control on the ball. Wide fit, Diadora DD-NA. It is the widest fitting boot we have here. Ideal for players that want a speed option and something that is going to be a little bit more compatible with a wider fit. Simplicity, back to that Diadora DD-NA. Synthetic upper, touch component, but everything else with the boot is pretty simple. If you're looking for something that's just going to work, that's your ideal boot. Comfort, we got a tie right here, and that's between the Vapor and the Morelia Neo. Both of them are very comfortable boots, ideal for wear. I guess this will be your leather option, this will be your synthetic top option. Exclusivity, back again to the Mizuno Morelia Neo. They are available on soccer.com right now, so they're not as exclusive, but they are pretty expensive if you're looking to get them. Speaking of expensive, let's go for market value, and that's going to go to the Superheat, which you can actually get for $100 right now. Top option, there's 2 different colorways available, and they're available on soccer.com. Check them out if you want to pick up a pair. Last one is Street Credibility, and we are going with the adiZero F50. As worn by the likes of Messi, James Rodriguez, we also have Arjen Robin van Persie wearing them at the World Cup. Scored a lot of goals, got a lot of publicity, so this is your top street cred boot. There you have it, guys. Top speed boots on the market right now. Hope this proves useful for you if you decide that you want to get speed boot. Before you do leave, definitely appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to Soccer Cleats 101, there is a link on your screen right now. Stay updated on all our latest videos. And finally, before you leave me a comment down below and tell me which of these boots you like best and why. Let's get a little bit of a conversation going. I'll get involved. Want to hear your thoughts on which speed boot you currently like best. Or if there's another boot that we didn't mention, please let us know in the comment section down below. That's it for this edition, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, see you later.